Yo, what up? So I figured, since Internet Anarchist recently dropped a video as of the time of recording this, I figured we could check it out. Because I like his content. It's he brings some good information, especially about things that or streamers or people, whatever's going on that I don't know about. And he like breaks it down nicely. You feel me? But anyway, let me show you. Today we're gonna be reacting to the most embarrassing downfall in YouTube history. Now, as a YouTuber myself, I would like to not have any like downfalls, let alone embarrassing ones. So I prefer it'd be a good idea to go ahead and learn from, others' mistakes. So that's why I picked this video. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna find out what the most embarrassing downfall is and who it's by and all that. We're gonna comment on it, you know what I'm saying? Links to the videos and the channel that we'll be reacting to will be in the description below. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel because your boy is trying to hit like 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You feel me? Alright, so help your boy out. Let's get it.
What's the most devious way a creator could betray their friends and fans? Is it
The most devious?
recording, then leaking private conversations in hopes of exposing them?
Recently, I got into a back and forth with Boblax that has caused a lot of confusion and disappointment to what people have seen me doing, going as far as to call me the next tipster. So let me explain why I was going to leak this call in this stream and why I think Lorex is worth bullying.
Is it criticizing people for abusing the copyright system?
Bro, you just recording people's calls without them knowing, and obviously he's in like a one record party state, but then like planning to release them for like for basically clout, like, bruh, yo, what?
While doing the exact same thing behind the scenes.
Although I was legally within my right to take down the video, morally and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done.
So I just copyright striked it because it's mine. That's it. It's legal.
Or perhaps it's lashing out at your friends for
That whole like copyright shit, man, whatever. I don't know. Technically, if it's legal, it's legal. But we can be mad all we want. But if they find like a legal loophole, they find a legal loophole. If they were able to do it while legal, they were able to do it while legal.
trying to help you.
5 minutes.
No, that's not an apology. There's no apology. That's explanation. Let me speak. You motherfucker.
Or maybe it's blaming all his behavior on a mental illness he wasn't even diagnosed with. In Boblax's case, these transgressions were only the symptoms of a warped mindset that drove him to repeatedly take advantage of the community around him, all while playing the victim.
That's Boblax? I mean, I used to listen to some of his videos, but they were all it ended up being kind of like monotonous and the same. It was just kind of like, you can expect like the same kind of jokes and everything. So I was like, all right, well, I pretty much get the point. And I stopped watching the videos, but like, that's Boblax? I didn't know that was Boblax. But also, bro, what'd you do? The hell? It sounds like you were just as bad as a lot of these other like. It sounds like he let the power, not the power, but like the fame of YouTube and doing well. It sounds like he let all that go to his head and like kind of started to get a god complex, like some YouTubers end up doing. Like they feel they're just above everybody else. That's what it seems like it started to happen here, and I'm not sorry about it. I'm not sorry he went through that. He's gonna learn a lesson, and if he's able to make a comeback, he's able to make a comeback. If he's able to reconcile any differences he had with some friends and regain some friends, if possible, then he's gonna do it. But seems like a lesson that he had to learn, and I like to learn from other people's bad mistakes. So.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we'll be examining the poetic downfall of the commentary creator turned lolcow, Boblax. Why he became popular in the first place, how he maliciously manipulated people into overlooking his hypocritical antics, and what happened after the community decided they'd had enough of his vindictive attitude. Throughout Boblax's career as a creator, two fundamental desires have defined his online persona, approach to making content, and behavior around other creators. 1. A desire to have his voice heard and recognized, and 2. A desire to connect and collaborate with other creators. While these desires are present in any aspiring creator, Boblax's success and eventual downfall would come from gradually taking them to the extreme. When Boblax started his YouTube channel back in 2011, these desires manifested as Let's Plays of his favorite Nintendo games and collaboration projects with his online friends.
Nice.
It's welcome to the Trashy Trio.
No.
You can call it hashtag Believers.
Oh my god.
All right. Have you guys ever looked up Rule 34 Sonic?
The first time I ever saw text on the internet.
What kind of random questions? If you guys ever looked up Rule 34 Sonic, what kind of gooner question is that, bro? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Brooches.
However, by October 2016, Boblax would take things a step further, with a shift in focus from game commentary to drama commentary, with the video, Why I Think Leafy's Keemstar Rant is Stupid.
Hello, this is Boblax here. I usually don't make videos like this, but today's a very special exception because I feel like there's been a huge injustice just done in the YouTube community. Well, it's been ongoing for a while, but I feel like this video that Leafy's here made about Keemstar is just super stupid, super dumb. The first 6 minutes of this video.
Hey, yo, by the way, real quick. Like, look how many, like, if that's Leafy's channel, right? Look how many views and shit. 5 hours, in 5 hours, 469,925 views. Like, Leafy was up there. Like, you know what I'm saying? He was huge back in the day. And then he got a bunch of, like, you know, just, like, targeted hate bombs. I don't know. Obviously, he was making videos that people, certain people, you know, felt some type of way about. And, you know, shit went downhill.
That Leafy's here made about Keemstar is just super stupid, super dumb. The first 6 minutes of this video is pure intro, pure just stupid Keemstar memes. I'm just gonna skip through all the way to his evidence. As a frequent viewer of Keemstar streams, Twitter videos, and Drama Alert, I'm gonna try to explain why I think this whole thing is wrong and actually try to defend Keemstar, since not a lot of people are doing it, and I think it's stupid, quite frankly, anyways.
While there was nothing wrong with Boblax sharing opinions, viewers didn't quite agree with his thought process or reasons for defending Keemstar, with a commenter stating,
"Damn, he got ratioed.
I'm really trying to understand what you were saying and to see your perspective, but your arguments get worse the more I think about and try to understand them, and I just end up hating you even more." Despite the backlash, Boblax saw this as a sign to double down on drama-related content.
Man, people tried to tell you, bro. People were like, hey, like, I see what you're saying, but pretty much nah, son. You kind of like, nah, it's not gonna, nah, bro. And he's like, you know what? I think I need to double down on this here thing. He got the impressions, he got the numbers. It doesn't matter if it was like negative impressions and numbers that, you know, people put out there. He got, you know, the attention. And so people are going to use that and think that, hey, might be something to ride. And that's why I keep telling people to vote with their time and attention.
After all, people were meaningfully engaging with his content, and it was a fresh departure from his previous gaming videos. With every upload, Boblax steadily built up a small audience that wanted to hear about deleted or hard to find information about controversial figures. Even though it was just archiving other people's content, Boblax was getting some of the recognition and success he craved. Unfortunately, the increased visibility of his channel came with some unforeseen downsides. By November of 2018, Boblax's viral video covering a Pokemon and Keemstar controversy would get a copyright claim by a media company associated with Pokemon. Naturally,
yep, here we go. As his views and popularity went up, his sanity also increased. His sanity decreased.
This caused serious outrage, as a much larger creator trying to silence a smaller one is something the community will always stand against. While YouTube later reinstated the video, the copyright controversy with Pokimane proved to be a net positive for Boblax's career, attracting tens of thousands of new viewers to his channel. Not just that, but other creators would empathize with Boblax's underdog status in the controversy, which allowed him to deepen connections in the drama community. The most significant of these relationships was with another up-and-coming commentary creator named Augie RFC. Together, they co-hosted the RFC After Hours podcast and discussed any relevant community drama with other commentary creators, such as Tipster, Nicholas Diorio, John Swan, and Turkey Tom.
Obviously I'm with Keemstar on this whole scenario, and I hate Just Destiny, but like, seeing Keem's sub count go down right after he mocked me for mine going down a couple of days ago, it does feel good, I'm not gonna lie.
Boblax's place on the podcast simultaneously gave him front row seats to any emerging controversy worth covering on his new Twitterversus series, and a means of reaching new viewers who tuned into the show. By the 11th of April 2020, Boblax had reached the coveted 100,000 subscriber milestone, and it seemed like things would only get better from there. However, as
congrats on that. Like, yeah, he ended up being like a dick it seems, but like, yo, success is success, and it's like, that's doing better. That's doing better than me right now. So I gotta say congrats and, you know, hand out the flowers when I get the chance. You know what I'm saying? It's just how it is. Me, it's like, you did that shit. You was good. You was doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? You were. I mean, you fucked it up, but you were doing your thing. So, you know, saying congrats.
Boblax was achieving YouTube success. The desires that spawned his online career were about to start destroying it from the inside out. On the 27th of February 2020, the channel KNN would upload a video titled "Boblax, YouTube content thief admits to stealing content," which, as the title suggests, showcased a very concerning side of Boblax during a stream with Croaxis.
So you wanted to talk to Boblax?
What do you want to say, dude?
That's not what I want to say. I'm interested in your thoughts on some things, because I've seen you talk many times, Boblax, about people on YouTube stealing and taking other people's content. And I'm just curious what the reasoning is that you see that makes it okay for you to do that.
Well, typically, I will repost content when it's important to me or a certain drama, and only if the original content is inaccessible, like deleted or something.
While this was true for some of the videos on Boblax's channel, it wasn't the case for the vast majority of his content, and Tonkasaw rightfully called him out for it.
That's still stealing, Boblax. That's not yours. You don't just get to take other people's content and repost it without doing anything to it.
I did it. I can do what I want with the video.
You can do what you want with other people's content.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do whatever you want with other people's content with no repercussions.
Not really.
People can criticize me, people can say what they want about it, but
you're a thief.
You know, if
you're gonna upload somebody's video, you gotta, I guess you technically can, but not really at the same time, because you gotta be at least be able to add some type of significance to it. You know what I'm saying? You have to change it up and not just straight up download this shit and change the fucking hue of the video and then re-upload it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta at least switch it up a bit. You feel me? It's not just something you can just do, quote unquote, do whatever you want with. You feel me? That's a dangerous mindset, because then you might start thinking, hey, I'm just gonna take it and just re-upload it. I can do whatever I want. The only thing I'm gonna do is like put my fucking logo on your video, and that's just simply good enough. Like, nah.
Can get away with it on YouTube, so be it.
It's important to remember that Boblax had previously called out creators like Susie Lou for stealing and re-uploading other people's content without transformation. Now that he was being criticized for the same thing, Boblax acted very hypocritically and justified his actions by saying that people could call him out, but it didn't matter because he wasn't facing any consequences. When questioned about twisting details about a previous content theft incident, Boblax boldly admitted to lying to his viewers and fellow creators, only to immediately deny it afterwards.
So why did you edit DMs to try to make things look like someone was coming at you and attacking your channel, when the reality was you were committing something that you are the one doing the wrong thing? You're the one stealing.
The original DM was pretty. It didn't even matter what the original DM was.
No, it did matter what the original DM was.
I literally just said something like, okay, which...
The debate only got more heated when Tonkasaw confronted Boblax with evidence he couldn't deny.
You tried to negotiate, and then you lied.
I didn't try to negotiate. I was copy pasting your message because I didn't take.
No, you didn't put it on. No, you put it on Twitter. No, Boblax. I know you don't care because you're caught lying again. You're a piece of shit.
What does this Discord message say? You have Boblax. Tonka Tunks. Whatever Tonka Truck says. You have a good night, Boblax. Oh, he calls him blowjob though. And Boblax said, good night, Tonka Trucks. Then Tonka says, you have one day to have my content off of any of your channels. And Boblax says, who are you? And Tonka says, you mistake this for a negotiation. Huh.
You're a scumbag.
And we argued, and you deleted it like a little. And
I didn't.
To my channel.
No, it's not deleted. It's still up right now. No, it's still up right now. And you've been told multiple times that you are not allowed to take my content. Boblax, you're not allowed to take people's content.
Answer, yes or no. Is your stream?
Boblax, you're not allowed to take my content.
Eventually, Boblax gave up on presenting reasonable arguments and devolved the discussion to a shouting match.
I hate when people are just trying to they start shouting because they like to believe that if the loudest person is always right. You know what I'm saying? The loudest person will probably get heard over the other person. And so it doesn't matter what they're actually saying, if it's factual or anything, but they act like it's always right. You know what I'm saying? Just because they're talking louder than the person that they're arguing with. It's like, no, bitch. Just because you're talking loud doesn't mean you're right. It just means you're loud as fuck. You might be loud and ignorant for all I know. You know what I'm saying? You might be loud and dumb as fuck. You might be loud and completely wrong. And yes, I just did censor myself. I don't know why. But you might be loud and completely fucking wrong. You feel me? And so, just because you're over talking someone does not make you right. I hate when people act like that's what happens. Act like it does.
Steal, and you're like, well, if I can get away with it, it's fine. But you want to try to go out here and make a name for yourself by trying to go at people for stealing.
You want me to scream about your?
I'm glad that you said you stole. I'm glad that you've admitted that you stole now. I'm glad you did that.
I stole. Now you know. Now can you answer my question? Jesus.
I'm not interested in the questions of a thief.
The most disturbing part of this interaction wasn't Boblax's admission to stealing content or maliciously doctoring messages he shared publicly. It was how he quickly resorted to
rank 7 ergot. You little bitch, you ain't shit.
Shouting and irrational behavior when backed into a corner, something that would become a running theme in Boblax's career going forwards. For now, the content theft allegations from Tonka were largely discredited by Nicholas Diorio, which allowed Boblax to come out of the situation unscathed.
You're just mad that he re-uploaded your stream, right? That's something that's bothering you. That he re-uploaded your stream.
He re-uploads Drama Alert.
No,
he re-uploads Gabby
you complained
Hanna,
about this like 15 minutes ago.
He re-uploads J Station. He re-uploads Bumpy King.
He re-uploads videos
Drama
that are
Alert.
taken down. That's called an archive, dumbass.
However, Boblax's positive public perception wouldn't last long, as he was about to be called out as a hypocrite yet again. In late 2000,
that sounded like a good defense though. He uploaded videos that have been taken down, which is the point of an archive. I mean, I get it, but it's still technically stealing, but again, legal. You know what I'm saying? The shit people do to what they do to get away with shit.
2020, an archive of Boblax singing an edgy Black Lives Matter song in 2016 resurfaced online and instantly went viral in the drama community.
Some people don't know the struggle of being fucking black. We always get bullied. Cause we are black. Black Lives Matter. All the white should die. So mean to us. Might as well kill yourself. Black Lives Matter. Oh, Black Lives Matter.
While no one took offense to the video and just laughed at it, Boblax didn't like that it was available and copyright struck re-uploads of the song.
Basically what happened is, people were re-uploading the Black Lives Matter song, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with this being up and readily available for people to watch, so...
Well, then you shouldn't have put it on the fucking internet, you fucking dumbass. Like, what did you think was gonna happen? Like, the internet is forever, and, like, did you just think it was gonna just disappear? Especially when you start doing controversial things and, like, start making enemies? You thought it was just gonna, like, disappear and nobody's gonna find it? What the fuck? Why would you even make that shit? What was the point of that? That's... Hell nah, bro. I mean, it's cringe as fuck, but, like, at the same time, fuck this kid.
I just copyright striked it because it's mine. That's it. It's legal.
It's one thing to copyright strike a video, but it's a whole different story when you copyright someone after getting your lucky break for outing someone as a copyright abuser. When other creators and fans confronted him on it, Boblax claimed that it was just an intoxicated mistake.
I was in my copyright tab.
Why were you in the copyright tab in the first place? Tommy C says, hey, at Boblax, remove this man's strike ASAP. This makes us all look like hypocrites. And then Boblax says, tried to 2 days ago. YouTube support is being slow. I was fucking around the copyright tab while high and took them down by mistake. That's not by mistake. That's not by mistake. I'm pretty sure there's steps you gotta go through. Hey, you select it, you hit copyright, and it asks you, hey, are you sure this is probably this is copyright? You sure you want to do this? And then you hit yes. There's a bunch of steps you gotta go through, I'm sure. That's not a mistake. Yo, hell nah.
Boblax claimed that it was just an intoxicated mistake.
I was in my copyright tab and I was trying to take down re-uploads of the Black Lives Matter song, which was a bad judgment call. Again, it wasn't false for some of them, but it was a bad judgment call, so I undid those two. But in the crossfire, I had a transformative one come up, and I accidentally striked it as soon as I figured that out, which was only like 10 minutes after I contacted YouTube support, and within a couple days, it went back up, and then he deleted it to make it look like it's still down. So I'm not a fucking false flagger. I'm not a fucking deplatformer. Shut the fuck up. You're retarded. And we want to compare it to like the Pokimane copyright strike or whatever. It's like, I talked with Pokimane, she apologized, I accept the apology, I was trying to give her benefit of the doubt in so many ways. This is not the same situation in the slightest, alright?
No matter how Boblax wanted to spin it, he was doing the exact same thing as Pokimane, and even though he couldn't recognize it, his close friends did.
I genuinely don't believe you accidentally struck the Black Lives Matter video after you sat with me for fucking days telling me how angry you were that it was getting views. I don't believe you accidentally struck the Black Lives Matter video when after talking about for like fucking weeks that this fucking Black Lives Matter song was bothering you. And then when you were high, somebody gave you the idea to go strike it and you're like, that's a great idea.
Yes, exactly.
It's
yes,
the
exactly.
Guy. It's the guy who like literally his first...
And I know why it's bad. Yes, I know why it's bad.
You don't know why, because we had to sit here and fucking argue with you why. And if we've talked about all this publicly, you have no fucking problem with me, and I don't know who else was in the call, it was either John or Tom. We're having to explain to you why your fucking stupid strike made our fucking archive argument look really dumb.
Once again, Boblax was caught red-handed during a confrontation, and again...
And then it's like, how dare you do this after I stood up for you and make me look, like this? So he's kind of like burning bridges on both ends. You know what I'm saying?
Again, he'd resort to irrational outbursts to get his way.
When you asked
your apology in an hour and 45 minutes.
No, that's not an apology. There's no apology. That's explanation. Let me speak. You
what you say?
You motherfucker. You fucking bitch. My apology is not in there. You
Did he say you effing N-word? Did he say you effing N-word right there?
Let me speak. You
Did he say you effing N-word? Or am I just hearing that?
Let me speak! You
I don't know, man. I don't know, and I don't like it.
You motherfucker! You fucking bitch! My apology is not in there! My apology was oh my god! You didn't even watch the clip! Why
does he sound like a bitch that's just being very emotional, just trying her best to defend herself after she got caught cheating, then trying to gaslight the other person? Why does he sound like that? Is that just me, or does he sound like that?
He's saying shit without watching the clip! Just fucking watch my shit and actually like listen to what I fucking say, dude!
As dramatic as Boblax's outburst was, it didn't escalate things any further, nor cause any lasting damage to his reputation. Granted, it was a foolish way to respond to genuine criticism, but at the end of the day, the argument occurred among friends. In addition, Boblax had removed the copyright strikes, so everyone was willing to look past it and give him a second chance. This gradually led to the let me speak.
Doesn't this sound like the third or fourth chance? Like, how many chances is this guy gonna get with everything he's done? Like, personally, if somebody, I give people like 2 chances sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Maybe sometimes 2, sometimes just 1. But if it's like, you fucking up again, nah, this is a repeated pattern. You haven't learned your lesson yet. I'm out. This over with. They gave him another. It sounds like they gave him a 3rd or 4th chance, to be honest, not just a 2nd chance.
Line becoming less of a stain on Boblax's reputation and more of a funny moment everyone could laugh about.
Also,
but if you're the killer, you would say you wouldn't have seen me there, Boblax.
I would
you
also
jumped through a vent.
let me speak.
Okay, hang on, dude. That feels my
So this is now him becoming a lolcow because he's his whole "let me speak." Like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, what? And then now it's just funny and people laughing at it. So yeah, he's becoming the lolcow.
I don't think Nick is crafty enough.
With that blunder behind him, Boblax quietly returned to his usual schedule of Twitterverses and RFC After Hours content. By the start of 2021, Boblax had doubled his subscriber count and seemingly erased all traces of his prior transgressions. Unfortunately, not every creator in Boblax's friend group was afforded the same level of mercy and forgiveness.
It was probably around after 2021. It's definitely when I subscribed. So I didn't know any of this controversy beforehand.
Individuals like Tipster, John Swan, and Flamenco would be exiled from the RFC After Hours community following their own controversial blunders. One by one, each of these creators would succumb to the drama they once covered, and Boblax was there documenting it all. While it was okay to talk about these incidents regardless of their friendship, Boblax took things to the extreme and made it personal. With Tipster in particular, Boblax would make several bully streams dunking on his former friend in every way imaginable. On one hand, Tipster's lolcow status made him an easy target, and no one was going to fault him for poking fun at that. On the other hand, Boblax barely hesitated to turn against someone he once called a friend, and rarely showed any of the former members of the RFC After Hours the same forgiveness he received.
If someone turns on their friend like that fast, and I see that shit, and it's just like, nah, bro. I know what type of person you are. Even if I wasn't one of his targets, his soon-to-be targets or whatever, I would just cut him off. Like, I would have made me a target. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that guy. I hate when people like just turn on their friends like that, bro.
The way, it was clear that Boblax was more than willing to throw his friends under the bus the moment it became beneficial to do so. Unfortunately for Boblax, he was about to face yet another self-inflicted controversy. But this time, the community wasn't going to give him the benefit of the doubt. By mid-2024, Oggy RFC had been on a year-long break, and Boblax was becoming increasingly unmotivated to create content due to implied mental health issues. So even though he was at his peak numbers-wise with 300,000 subscribers, Boblax wasn't in the best shape emotionally and lacked access to a community that would give him the validation or respect he craved. This led Boblax to fixate on the quickest source of validation available to him. Twitter likes. Around July 2024, Boblax tried to virtue signal on Twitter with a post that read, "Non-binary people are badass and valid by the way," to which Turkey Tom replies, "Thank God you chimed in." Under normal circumstances, that would have been the end of the conversation, but
he got a hit. He's craving that dopamine hit of validation, that good old fucking stronger than any drug in the world, even stronger than love, which is supposed to be the strongest drug in the world. It's just that validation is just that, people be like, I need that validation. I'll do anything for the validation. Just crash out and do something crazy. And here we go. This is that crave of validation.
But Boblax couldn't handle the fact that people weren't taking him seriously, and responded with, okay bro, I just wanted to say something I was thinking. Like tweeting, I love pineapple on pizza. I'm not trying to virtual signal. Sucks that I can't compliment something without it becoming a big deal, because it's politically and socially divisive. Overcome with embarrassment, Boblax immediately deleted the thread, but
it seemed like he was trying to aim for some type of reaction from anybody, and then he got it and just went with that last message. Like, yes, I finally got you. Does this make me relevant anymore? Does this make me relevant?
It was archived just as quickly by the user Alex Gekmo. However, the archives were strangely taken down some time later. This entire interaction would have gone completely unnoticed if Alex had not provided some behind-the-scenes context on why the post was taken down. A month or so ago, Boblax went on a schizo rampage in my DMs, begging me to delete the tweet I am quoting here. After I obviously stood my ground, he got super aggressive. When that didn't work, he just started rambling in my DMs until I stopped responding. Looking at their DMs, Boblax attempted to use mental illness as an excuse to manipulate Alex into removing his archive.
Alright, let's see it. Can you please delete the tweets? Sorry to ask, but I've legit had a mental break, he says. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay. What? But I do legit need a mental refresh. I'm gonna touch grass for a week. I appreciate it if you could do that for me so I can leave for a bit without the stress over me. And they say, they're just goofy tweets. I don't think it's that deep.
With statements, use mental illness as an excuse.
And he says, I'm asking for a favor, not an opinion. No offense. I swear I don't tell you to do it anymore. I know it's frustrating and not a big deal for most people, but I just like this thing in particular taken down. Sorry for being weird. First off, if you're gonna ask somebody a favor, you don't want to insult them for going, I'm asking you for a favor, not an opinion. Because it's gonna be like, for me, I'll be like, oh, well, fuck you. Like, I don't give a shit now. I didn't care before, but now I really don't give a shit. I'm leaving that up. All right, he continues, you're good, man. I'm a dick, but if you're ever going through some shit, just let me know and I'll chill. I hope everything is fine with your sister. What the fuck? Yo, why you bring that up, Brent? If you're ever going through anything, just let me know and I hope I'll chill. By the way, I hope everything is fine with your sister. Why bring that up out of nowhere? Holy shit. Also, you said chill if I'm going through shit. You said you chill if I'm going through shit.
Stopped responding. Looking at their DMs, Boblax attempted to use...
Alright, the last part says, he quotes Boblax saying, I'm asking for a favor, not an opinion. And then he says, LOL, you can take that attitude, see I told you, and go kick Matt Jarbos boulders. My tweets are literally screenshots of what you said on Twitter. I don't know why it's bothering you so much, but you should figure it out and fix it before someone meaner than me starts picking up on this shit and blows it up to a con or tipster level. Petty retarded tweets like mine shouldn't bother you like that. Damn. He dropped his balls on him. Boblax says, so you just lied when you said you delete shit about me if I said I was going through it. He continues, you can't just do that and expect me to respect you. I also said, no offense, you fucking pussy. He got mad. He got big mad. And he lost that shit. He lost that argument.
Use mental illness as an excuse to manipulate Alex into removing his archive, with statements like, can you please delete the tweets? Sorry to ask, but I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know it sounds gay, but I do legit need a mental refresh and I'm gonna touch grass for a week. Even though Alex tried to explain the tweets were harmless and suppressing them would only cause problems, Boblax still demanded that they'd be taken down. Reading, so you just lied when you said you'd delete shit about me if I said I was going through it? You can't just do that and expect me to respect you. I also said no offense, you As if that wasn't bad enough, Boblax blocked Alex even after he gave in to his aggressive demands, and listened to his endless excuses of going through a mental crisis from other parts of his life. For someone that built his entire brand on archiving tweets like this, Boblax
trying to weaponize a mental breakdown in order to use somebody's sympathy or empathy against them is kind of low cut. Like, it's not low cut, like it's kind of like a low blow, you know what I'm saying? It's really kind of evil of you know what I'm saying? That's not it. It's not it at all. I mean, what about the people who actually do have mental illnesses and things like that, who actually are actually going through some shit? If they knew you were doing that kind of thing, they deserve some type of, you know, repercussion from it. Like, they deserve to watch karma smack you in the face for that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Boblax was very quick to hide information that painted him in a bad light. Before the community could properly criticize Boblax for his hypocritical DMs with Alex, another controversy involving him was about to take shape, adding even more fuel to the fire. A few hours earlier, one of Boblax's tweets about a situation involving the creator King of Nothing earned him a few harsh but honest words from Nicholas.
I think so.
Oh, that's who Connor is. King of Nothing. I like King of Nothing shit. That's the guy with the little gerbil thing, right? Hold on, let me double check. The little gerbil or hamster thing. King of Nothing. I'm pretty sure it's him. It's like the little raccoon, not raccoon, but it's like gerbil or hamster or something. King of Nothing. Oh, never mind. It's the Sans one. Or not Sans. It's, yeah. Anyway, that's what's up. Who was I thinking about then? Oh well.
Sonic Josh tried to run defense for it, and he's like, well, actually, this own gets kind of ruined when you notice that King of Nothing has double the likes. And it's like, my video has more likes. My video has tons of likes. It's like, it's so obvious he's just parroting again. Listen, I get it. Josh likes to both sides, like every controversy or whatever, just to try to like check in and make sure everyone knows their friends and stuff. But we all know whichever one of us slights you first, you're going to spend the next 6 months on stream talking shit about. So why don't we just speed that process up a little bit? I don't know. I don't know. What are we running defense for him on Twitter and tell me everything he says in private, or what are we doing here? What side are we on? Are we picking a side? I don't know.
Despite Boblax's two-faced attitude, Nicholas didn't think it was anything worth condemning him over, and simply wanted him to be better.
I have no.
Sounds like Nicholas is taking the high road. You take the high road, and I'll take the low road, and I'll get the Scotland before. You ever heard that song? Hello. All right, cool.
Intention of cutting Josh off. I just wanted to. I felt like I needed to check him. I don't know. There's one thing I never liked about like the way that he operates, and he knows this. I've told it to him plenty of times. You know when like you're having sex with somebody and you say like, no. "This is this okay with you? Are you good right now? Is this cool or whatever?" Like getting like reinforcement. Josh does that in like every fabric of drama.
Unfortunately, that opinion would drastically change after Boblax was called into a stream to address the DMs from Alex.
But yeah, everything I've told Nick is what I've told King of Nothing. So it's like yeah, I shit talk him, but I do to Space and I do to Nick.
No, I'm talking about you giving Nick information about King of Nothing, about private conversations.
Yeah.
How is that? That's not you giving the criticism to King of Nothing. You're leaking stuff to Nick.
I'm saying it's me talking with a friend.
Yeah.
Sorry,
he's doing generic like gossip, the same thing that everybody else does.
This is fucking retarded. Like we're fucking
adults.
You
were leaking a bunch of shit about King of Nothing to Nick. You were hearing things from private conversations, and then giving them to his enemies.
Gossiped about my.
You can hear that ego in him. Like, how dare people talk above me? How dare people talk? You know what I'm saying? Try to talk in front of, interrupt me and talk to themselves. That's when he starts to get loud, and that's when he starts to be like, "This is all supposed to be all about me. Let me talk, because I'm the important one. The rest of you are shit." That's kind of like some narcissistic behavior, and it's kind of like it's definitely the reason that a reason that got him in trouble. But if he's able to overcome this and like, you know, just do better for himself, which, you know, I was starting to doubt, he might be able to come back. But he's got that attitude he has to get in check, bro. That shit ain't cool.
my friends, to my
That
friends,
makes you seem like
with
a
my
rat.
friends,
Like
a fucking normal human adult.
In his defense, Boblax claimed he had explicit approval from the King of Nothing to share the DMs, which would make him look like less of a snake. However, the fact that Boblax was still gossiping to both parties about each other raised some red flags.
In his videos, he doesn't fucking care. That's what I love about Sam, dude. He doesn't give a shit. That's why I'm so... Like, I actually like gossiping to Sam. Like, I'm being
really,
too
how does that
open.
work?
Like, this guy on the left is like, when he said, that's what I love about Sam, he looked up like, hold up. he started to catch on like, Boblax is fucking two-faced.
When you were just saying just then,
fuck, I misspoke. Dude, I misspoke. I shouldn't even be talking. If I'm gonna misspeak one time, I meant that I gossiped to Nick about King of Nothing, dude. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
For the moment, Boblax was about to avoid criticism by rage quitting the call, but he couldn't stop people from covering it, and it was only a matter of time before his childish tantrums got him into even more trouble. By the 11th of September 2024, Boblax began leaking a Discord call with lyrics to various creators and tried to get them to co-sign his idea of using the call for a bully stream. It was later revealed that Boblax wasn't too fond of how lyrics covered his recent controversy and wanted to
The Boblax 911.
use the call to get revenge. The call wasn't special, it was mostly lyrics trying to encourage and help his friend navigate the current drama, both of which Boblax desperately needed to hear.
I hope you take care of yourself, man.
Yeah, I am.
From the sounds of things are pretty rough right now, but I want to see Boblax thrive and succeed and win. You know?
Yeah, for sure. All right.
For some reason, Boblax thought this was sufficient ammunition to slander lyrics, and despite everyone advising him against it, he uploaded the bully stream anyway.
Hey everyone, Mayo Monkey here, and I wanted to take a moment to respond to the situation that happened on Twitter a few days ago.
He despite everybody's warning, he uploaded this shit anyway just because he wanted the views, he wanted the comments, the likes, the attention. He was craving that shit, the almighty attention craver. Not attention craver, but the almighty attention. He was craving that shit so hard that against everyone's, suggestions, he did this like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I need that attention. I need that dopamine rush. Man, that's a hell of a drug, bro.
And kind of give my thoughts on the matter. In the past, when situations have gone on involving me, I've just kind of taken it laying down and allowed people to come to their own conclusions or whatever, and I've decided I'm not going to do that this time. Recently, I got into a back and forth with Boblax that has caused a lot of confusion and disappointment to what people have seen me doing, going as far as to call me the next tipster. So let me explain why I was going to leak this call in this stream and why I think Lyrex is worth bullying.
A few hours after the live stream aired, Boblax seemingly realized the error of his ways and took it down. In a bid to mitigate the overwhelming backlash, Boblax made a public apology to Lyrex and acknowledged his unprovoked betrayal. Unfortunately, the damage was already done, and from what Nicholas revealed on his stream, Boblax seems to have a history of maliciously backstabbing his friends.
And it's like he doesn't learn, like the internet's forever. He took down that Black Lives Matter song and people ended up re-uploading it. He got mad at that. Makes a video about a hit piece on a friend that's just completely uncalled for and just kind of like a reach and shit. Tries to take it down. I guarantee you, part of the reason why it was too late was because, and the damage has been done, was because somebody grabbed that, re-uploaded it.
Like, the big thing for me, and Josh won't deny this because he knows I can prove it, is Josh was telling me privately he was hoping that King of Nothing would backstab him. You know, his good friend that he's probably crying to right now in Discord? Okay, he was hoping that his friend would backstab him so he could farm him on stream for money. So, all right, it's not just like, oh, wow, you're not going against current narrative. This guy's blowing me privately, dude.
In addition, Nicholas would share some messages and details about how Boblax has been lying to him privately.
A couple days later, he sends me, like, and I swear to God, this is what got me. He sends me a hospital wristband. And I've been fucking running this in my head, right? And I didn't know what I wanted to say because I don't know how much I can say here. And I'm not going to say the name of the condition he claimed to have been diagnosed with. He told me that he had a disorder. And in that moment, and I'm almost positive he's told me he's had it since then, but in that moment, he told me he was 99% sure he was diagnosed with a disorder.
Apparently, Boblax had been...
just because you show somebody a hospital wristband and tell them, hey, blah, 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 apparently I have a disorder. First off, if you're gonna be diagnosed with something, why would you have a hospital wristband? I mean, if you need a wristband, you've probably been like put into the emergency room or admitted into the hospital. You don't really need I'm pretty sure you don't really need a wristband if you've just been diagnosed with some shit, if you just ran some tests or anything like that. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't need a wristband for that. But anyway.
Using that disorder to explain why he was acting up and led everyone to believe that he was getting help for it.
Well, not only that, he told me he was being medicated for this diagnosis. Okay, they were medicating him. He told me this disorder made him stop hating Tommy C. All right, he's bettering himself. You're laughing. I told you my friend has a disorder and you're laughing. No, listen, I wanted to believe this was true, because I like Josh and I feel bad for Josh, and I wanted to believe he was doing something that would be helpful for him. But after the Chud Logic stream, I called him and he told me that he's not even sure he has it. I thought he was diagnosed. I thought he was medicated.
About to say, yeah.
This is like Boogie's cancer.
If you're diagnosed and medicated for it, chances are you actually have it. You can't be like, oh, I'm diagnosed and medicated, but I think I don't have it. Nah. You actually either do have it and you're just completely mistaken because you're fucking dumb, or you're just like delusional as fuck. But you either have it or you don't. You can't be diagnosed and taking medication for it and not have it. Like, what?
Answer.
At this point, it was clear that Boblax had no issue lying, manipulating, or backstabbing his friends. It didn't matter how minor
emotional manipulation
or major the problem was. Boblax was willing to betray the people closest to him to maintain his ego. Not only that, but he'd find any excuses imaginable to justify it when he gets exposed.
It sounds like he has no accountability. He's an allergy to no accountability. Like he cannot take it like a bitch. Like he can't take accountability. If he takes accountability, he probably feels it's just gonna ruin him. He just can't have that. So he decides to dodge accountability by using lies and manipulations and just backstabs in order to make sure he is always in a good light. You gotta be careful of people like that, man. You have to be careful. Keep your circle small and vet people before you let them into your inner circle.
For a while, this strategy went unpunished, but this time, people were going to hold him accountable. The next day, Augie returned to streaming and hosted the debate between Nicholas and Boblax. According to Augie, the debate was organized this way because he wanted both parties to be on neutral ground.
Nick challenges Boblax. On the air, he challenges Boblax to a confrontation. So I start thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. What if I just host that confrontation, right? Because it would make no sense for Boblax to call into Nick's stream, right? Why would Boblax call into a stream that's hostile towards him? Just out of, the whim of my own curiosity, I messaged Boblax, I messaged Nick, and to my fucking surprise, they agreed.
From Boblax leaking the lyrics call to slandering people he disliked and blaming on BDP, Augie and Nicholas did not hold back while confronting him with his many sins against the community. However, as the stream went on, it became less of a debate and more of a game trying to get Boblax to acknowledge his wrongdoings.
Okay, so what was—
It's kind of like an intervention. Like, go ahead, bro. Let's just admit your wrongdoings. Just take some accountability. This is a must. You have to, because you've been trying to dodge this shit for a minute and everybody knows. So go ahead, take some accountability. What's good? And he probably just tried to dodge them some more.
What was your thought process in hindsight? Just plain English. What was your thought process and why you thought that call was valuable to publish?
Basically, he had a misunderstanding of me. I try to explain the misunderstanding and he says he understands, but also still thinks I'm a liar.
So I guess you're mad because, to paraphrase, because he disagreed with your assessment of how the call went.
Of how the Boo Boss call went? Yeah.
And how does that reflect on his character? Because you said you were going to do a bully stream on him. I'm wondering what your initial angle was.
The initial angle for the bully stream is that he said, like, oh, I wish you the best or whatever. But then I see, like, multiple days later, he's still doing a stream on me. So I, like, poke him a little bit in the chat, and he, like gets really desperate, like, oh, where's the Boblax content? Oh, let's bring Queen Man. Oh, I need Boblax. And I'm like, if you mean the best for me, like, why are you being so desperate to like make content out of me days after the fact.
How does poking him? What does that mean by poking him? Like, did you poke him and he saw you and he started making comments about you being stream and like talking about your content, and then you just kind of took that and just made whatever you wanted to say right now?
Eventually, they got Boblax to admit that he'd been lying about the BDP diagnosis all along.
That's why it's a
because I thought it was BPD.
Yeah, you ran to Alex and you said
BPD, by the way, is bipolar disorder, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me double check. BPD. Borderline personality disorder. Okay, it's not bipolar disorder. Borderline personality disorder. Borderline personality disorder is a mental health condition that affects the way people feel about themselves and others, making it hard to function in everyday life. It includes a pattern of unstable and intense relationships, as well as impulsive and an unhealthy way of seeing themselves. Impulsiveness involves having extreme emotions and acting or doing things without thinking about them first.
Said, hey, please don't leak. I have BPD. I got new meds. I'm sorry for freaking out. The freak out being the conversation you had. This is why I think what you're doing is bad. You also sent messages to Alex saying, hey, listen, please don't leak my messages. I'm not myself right now. You can leave the tweets up if you want, but yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this DM convo. And I'm not being crazy because of this tweet. It's because of other things in my life.
Yeah, I lied about having BPD. I thought I had BPD.
One after the other, Boblax's lies.
Oh my god, bro. He is so willing to lie. It's like you're going to end up becoming like the boy who cried wolf. You lie and people will never believe you, even if you're actually telling the truth that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit.
Acts of betrayal were laid bare for everyone to see, and even Lyrics joined the call to question not just his actions, but his motives.
Boblax, why did you call?
Also, continuing to lie all the time is just a sign. I want to say it's more of a sign of narcissistic behavior, because now you're always you feel like you always need to be right, and so you'll lie to make yourself seem like you're right instead of actually just telling the truth and owning up to your wrongdoings and taking accountability. You're willing to just try to really force people to see from a perspective that will put you in the light of good, even though it's a lie.
Record the call in the first place.
Because I was frustrated with you not accepting or calling me like a liar and a manipulator, and I wanted to have the conversation with you, and then I recorded it so I could listen back to it later and
It's because he was mean.
So you recorded the call before even raining me, so you can already listen back to it later?
Listen back to it to see,
What does that even mean, dude?
Instinctively, Boblax,
he listened back for it just so he can see if he can find any content on it in order to put someone else under a bad light to help himself look good again. That's trash, bro. Trash behavior. You gotta be careful of people like this.
Tried to justify his malicious behavior by claiming that Lyric started it by calling him a manipulator, but Nicholas quickly reminded him that that assessment was the objective truth.
What was the danger, Boblax? What kind of situation did you think you were entering? You think you're entering the Coliseum and a phone call on me?
You were sending it to anyone who wanted to see it.
You were calling me a liar and a manipulator.
You are a liar and a manipulator.
So what I said on my stream is that you're being manipulative in the 2020 Boo Boss shit. I guess the manipulative is the equivalent to the N-word to you, that you can't even utter this around you or else you'll have an insane episode.
It's not listen, it's not retarded. He has a whole video on his channel about how it doesn't bother him. But God help me, I have seen the word ableist more times in this past 2 months than I've ever read it from Josh before.
Seeing no other way to deny it, Boblax caved in and explained the thought process behind leaking the call.
What was the reason why you even leaked the call to Smaggle and showed it around, I guess to Toastify and other creators too? What was that reason on the night of 9/11? What was that?
I wanted to get validation for my feelings on the call. So I wanted to shop it around to see like if people agreed with me.
And if people agreed with him, he was gonna make a video out of it and try to make himself look good from it. However, if people disagreed, if enough people disagreed, then he would just not have done anything, I bet.
So you had this call with me, and unless that I agreed with you, you were going to leak this to other people.
Because I wanted to see if I was right.
You see how he's searching for an answer? I wanted to he's repeating the question. He's repeating himself over and over again because he's trying to find an answer to the question that sounds good enough. That's obviously a lie.
About being angry about this call.
You'd think that Boblax would at least be somehow honest with his friends by now, but that wasn't the case, as they caught him in yet another lie.
So Connor writes Boblax on September 12th at 3:29 p.m. He says, interesting. Well, obviously this is a lot of content to watch, so if you had to summarize your criticisms for why he's like a monkey in a couple sentences, what would you say so I can know what is going on into it? Boblax says, he called me a manipulative liar and that he wants to see succeed and not burn bridges with. He was super harsh but dick sucky at the same time. It's gonna make for great Mayo Monkey content next year, lol. To be honest, the streams you can skip, but listen to the call on 2x speed. It's so nuts.
Yeah, I definitely pitched it the harshest to Connor for sure, but yeah.
You call that pitching it?
I mean, you're outright
yeah.
telling him what
you're not pitching, you're catching. So
you're outright telling him what your intentions are.
After 2.5 hours of getting confronted with the reality of his actions and the inevitable impact on his reputation, Boblax decided he'd had enough and left the call.
All right. Well, I feel like we've reached our conclusion here.
All right. Good.
You guys just
I think the conclusion is like just going to show everyone why no one should have anything to do with you.
All right. Well, Keemstar wants in.
Wait.
Wait. Oh wait, he left.
No.
He left.
Boblax knew there was no coming back to the commentary community after leaving the stream like that. So to protect his pride, he blocked all of his former friends. In response, Nicholas felt it was time to show viewers just how unhinged Boblax could be when someone wounds his pride.
These are DMs from Boblax to you guys, I presume.
Yeah, one of them is out already.
I helped build the community that you're setting my standards to. Density is not cool. He is not my friend. I hate him. Tippetster I hate as a meme is hate Density. He is evil. He is not friend everyone but you knows this. Literally, like 20 YouTubers know my behind the scenes opinion on him.
He's kind of sounds like Boblax, the voice. I think he's obviously doing just an imitation, but
didn't need your snarky optics check. Fucking DM me next time. Zero respect. I'm asking for bare fucking minimum, dude. Bare fucking minimum. Wow.
Holy shit, he's even using the term bare minimum. This man really is a bitch. Like, this man's really a female. Bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. I'm asking for the bare minimum. Shut your bitch ass up.
Wow.
Ironically, this situation gave one of Boblax's favorite bully stream targets, Tipster, the opportunity to give him a taste of his own medicine. With this message, talk all the shit you want, but I knew you were next, and I was right. Literally everything you tried to shit on me for, you did. You're a massive effing hypocrite, and I have zero sympathy for you. You're getting a taste of your own medicine, and you have no one to blame but yourself. Zero sympathy.
All right, wait. I want to read the whole thing. I wasn't going to say anything. I was just looking for confirmation of whether this was you or not. But since you want to run your mouth like the bitch you are, I'll say my piece. Talk all the shit you want. But I knew you were next, and I was right. Literally everything you tried to shit on me for, you did. You're a massive fucking hypocrite, and I have zero sympathy for you.
You're getting a taste of your own medicine, and you have no one to blame but yourself. From this,
and then it continues like, holy shit. You're such a pathetic coward that you deleted your non-binary people are valid tweet after you got a little bit of pushback for it. Was it like during Trans Day or some shit? Like one of those random holidays that people just made up? Anyway, I've been getting shit on for over a year for my support over the trans community and the other LGBTQ plus. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go LGBTQIA. What the hell is IA? And then plus. Anyway, causes, and not once have I deleted a tweet about it.
this point on, things only went further downhill for Boblax, as some...
Okay, it continues. Not once did I leave a tweet about it or back down. Because unlike you, I have the balls to stand by my principles. And if that wasn't enough or bad enough, you begged Alex fucking Gekmo to delete a tweet because it hurt your fifis, made you feel bad. Woo 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 woo. There's a lot of valid criticism of me and how I mishandled things in the past, but not even I begged a random Twitter dipshit to delete a tweet because it was too mean. You're a spineless coward and the last person who should be trying to bully anyone. Damn, they kind of went in on him. You feel me? They was like, all right, nah, that's your ass, Mr. Postman.
Old drama he was involved in would resurface and tank his reputation even further. On the 19th of September, a user on Reddit made a post highlighting some dark parts of Boblax's time with his former gaming friend.
All right, what's it say? Hi, I'm an outsider to this community, but that has something to share about Josh Boblax. And this is by Boblax Bullied, and it's in the R Clipped Live page. It continues. In 2016, Josh and his two friends posted a video where they publicly bully a guy named SMT and admit to terrible things they did to him. I decided after years of holding onto this that to finally get the courage to call it out. I go through the video with some commentary for myself. Apologies if it's subpar.
Group, The Trashy Trio, reading, "The reason for posting this is to show Boblax's current behavior is nothing new. He's always taking glee in bullying people and being two-faced. His impulses make him do terrible things to others so he can step above him." In this post, they included a number of striking claims about Boblax and his friends bullying someone named SMT because he copied their content. Reading, "He and his friends have been harassing this person for 4 years. They made him make the video with them in hopes that they'll give him back his Twitter that they stole. They made a subreddit specifically to harass victims. Boblax specifically asks if victim has a mental illness and is R-worded. While the full video that accompanies this post is beyond the scope of this video, it's clear that Boblax and his friends definitely engaged in some serious online harassment."
So it looks like, somebody caught him with his mask slipping or slipped off, because to be caught with that kind of attitude, again, it's like, why do people put on a fake facade that they can't keep up? You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do you do this shit to yourself if you're gonna try to make if you're gonna try to make something that goes, hot or whatever, that blows up and you gain a couple of followers? Why hide behind a fake facade when eventually that mask can slip and you could be exposed for the manipulative ass crack that you are?
Pretty sure you can hear us. Code, yes.
SMT, okay, we know that you can fucking hear us.
Okay, there we go. My headphones cut out.
SMT, shut the fuck up. No, they didn't.
Idiot. Yes, I did.
No, they fucking didn't.
Spastic, shut up.
Okay, now answer the question then. Shut the fuck up. Give us those details.
Why do you think Sam's childish? Vent your frustration. So you can finally do streams without being quiet and menus.
Yeah.
Because he's actually put me through hell for the past 4 years.
Explain.
Go in detail.
Regardless of how poorly they treated him, SMT didn't hold a grudge, and expressed it in the following comment. "Hello there, I am the SMT mentioned in this Reddit post. Now, while what they've done was wrong back in the day, a lot of this shit was 8 to 10 years ago. We've all grown up and matured since then, and we've been on good terms for a while. I don't think it's worth trying to cancel Boblax or Chaos Bender over this. I'm long since over this now, and none of this shit is relevant or even effing matters nowadays." Over on Twitter, Boblax was making the worst possible response to the drama. Reading, "Just to let y'all know, the reason I'm blocking so much is because I'm converting my Twitter experience to specifically cater to what I need to see to make Twitterversus videos. Might unblock some people after they're done talking about me, but for now, I need to focus on my content. It didn't matter how much he betrayed people behind the scenes, or how maliciously he attacked his critics. Boblax was incapable of understanding that he was the problem, and any apology he made was solely performative. Nowhere was this more apparent than in his apology tweet he posted several weeks after the drama. Reading,
"Man, it sounds like his ego got in the way, and he was a little butthurt that people were talking about him, so he's blocked people, and then just made like an excuse about it. Oh, I'm catering my Twitter experience towards things I actually need for my, YouTube job." And it's like, nah, bro, you just mad because you feel some type of way about people still talking to you. You fucked up. They caught you fucking up. Now they're gonna talk about it, and now you're trying to hide. Man, you better, pussy.
Earlier this year, I had a mental health crisis that I let get out of control, hurting many of my friends in the process. My psychotic rant to Nick from July was the catalyst to me realizing something was horribly wrong. I felt very guilty and felt it was my responsibility to update him and let him know how things are going. I jumped to BPD and started telling Nick and others that BPD was the answer, even though I didn't have confirmation from medical professionals. I'm sorry to him and others who were just trying to help me. While genuine on the surface, this apology rings hollow when you look at what Boblax was about to do to revive his career and reputation. On the 19th of December 2024, Boblax returned to streaming and tried to monetize what was left of his fan base with a new Boblax plushie.
Bobby is back! He's back! He's back and he's blue. So many people over the past 2 years since I launched the original Bobby plush, ever since it became kind of like a meme and a thing online with the whole H3 and game drama and, you know, the Bobby being on the show. So many people have asked me, how can I get a Bobby? I want a Bobby for myself.
To say Boblax was tone deaf in this video would be a gross understatement. In his mind, Boblax still had the influence to sell such a niche item. In reality, hardly anyone had interest in the plushie, and they failed to sell enough units to go into production. After that didn't work, Boblax tried to restart his career the same way it ended, with controversy. By the 11th of January 2025, a throwaway Twitter account would leak images of Boblax's Manchi OF page, and claim that they got the leaks from emails shown in one of his recent streams. The Manchi profile had a description that read, "I'm the ultimate she-male. Why settle for being hot as a girl or a guy when you can do both? Down to do anything or anyone." As you'd expect, all of Boblax's former friends were repulsed, but none of them condemned him for it and just laughed. However, that didn't stop him from trying to weaponize it against them, with a tweet that read, "I feel like I came out as non-binary at the worst time in the worst way. Happened during a mental health crisis. Gender diversity..."
Bro, don't tell me he's trying to jump on the LGBTQIA plus community bandwagon just to get his, forced likes and shit like that. Like, oh, well, I'm non-binary. You're not allowed to make fun of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm protected by the LGBTQIA plus community now. I'm non-binary. You can't make fun of me, or else you're just some type of phobic. Bruh, not him trying to do that right now. Are you serious?
Discourse online is the most volatile it's ever been, and my gender expression seems to be the least accepted type. Feminine with body hair. It was obvious Boblax wanted to use his new gender identity to shield him from criticism, but no one was going to forget his vast history of lies, manipulation, and betrayals. In hindsight, everything that's happening to Boblax right now is his own fault. He let his need for fame and validation from fans to bring out the worst in him. From his hypocritical copyright drama to his recent falling out with the commentary community, Boblax only ever thought about his public image and channel revenue. It didn't matter if he was being a massive hypocrite in private, betraying friends, or outright bullying someone. Boblax only cared if the public was aware of it. While it is possible that he can still have a career on YouTube, it'll take a very long time and he'll never be able to remove the stain on his reputation or the disturbing images that got leaked to the internet. If you're hearing this, you've just reached the end of the video. And
damn, bro, that is a embarrassing downfall if I've ever seen one. Unable to take accountability, willing to fake a mental illness just so you can have people try and talk people into stop talking about you and making you look bad, and then going on to willing to be like, well, I'm a part of the LGBTQIA plus community. It's some type of phobic if you hate me or if you talk shit about me now. This shit is crazy. I don't know, man. But his whole attitude's been acting like a bitch this entire time because, unable to take accountability. So that's just how I feel about it. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below because, whew, that's embarrassing, bro. That's rough. That's rough. I ain't sorry for him either. Like, he needs to learn this lesson. If he can bounce back from it, he can bounce back from it. If he can't, then he can't. It's his fault. But hopefully he learns a lesson because, he blew up. He did his thing. That was good. But they easily ruined it for themselves. And it's like, damn. But what I do know is I'm sure as hell gonna learn from this lesson and not make the same mistakes. But anyway, don't forget to don't forget that, as always, links to the video that we just watched and the channel that we watched will both be in the description below. So be sure to check out Internet Anarchist. And don't forget to do those 3 things I like to ask you to do: like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell for more videos. Yeah. And you know what it is after that. In case I don't see you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace. Much love to you.